The Reality of Los Angeles, Part 8: How Asian People Treat Black People in Los Angeles. And in this video, I'm going to just talk about the different types of Asian people who live in the LA area and how they treat black people by the name of the title. So to a lot of people who are either from the East Coast or down south, black people that is, most black people, wherever you come from, we have this question when it comes to like going somewhere else in America. Like we always ask, oh, how are the white people there? Or do they like black folks over there? Do they treat us good over there? I mean, we all ask that question when we're talking to someone else who probably lives somewhere else. We always want to know, like, how is it there? Because, black people in America, we're just used to racism anyway, wherever you come from. And we always propose that question in regards to white people. Well, living here in LA, white people are the least of your concern. They're the least of your worries. I'm not saying white people aren't racist here. There aren't any scary racist white people in LA. There's plenty of them. You don't in LA, white people, if they are racist, they're not going to show it to you. They're going to act nice. They're going to act friendly. You got to have the power of discernment where you can just see people, and pick up the vibes of people and how they really are. So you don't go for the fake shit. But white people, generally speaking, they're the least of your worries when in regards to LA. In regards to LA, your main concern are Hispanic / Latino people, which I did the previous video on, and Asians. These two are the most racist people you deal with in LA. Asians are very racist, generally speaking, by and large. Many of them within LA. Now, I've been told, I've gotten reports that Asian people treat black people a certain way in other cities in America as well. And I'm not saying that's not the case. That probably is the case. I've done research on this, and I've gotten many reports on that. But also, I'm just telling you how it is here in LA. Because, maybe you can go to like another big city in America and you'll find some Asians are cool, but in LA, it's even hard to say some are cool. I've met a few who are cool, who are nice, who are genuine, but many, ranging to most, are not. You have many Asian people in LA, they own many businesses of different services that not just black people, but any and everybody use. But I'm going to say black people because we're usually within the position where, like, okay, for example, many Asians own liquor stores, dry cleaners, laundromats. Those three right there: liquor stores, dry cleaners, laundromats. They own those facilities. Then there's also mom and pop stores, other little businesses they own. Then you also have the Korean food restaurant, of course, they own that because that's their culture, their food, their cuisine. This is how many Asians, not just Koreans, you also have Chinese food too. You know, Korean food, Chinese food, you know, all those businesses, this is why they have so much money. They make this money and then they send their kids to private schools, K through 12, and then they send their kids to colleges. And all the while they're doing this, they're teaching their kids to not associate with black people, not like black people, not deal with black people, to not trust black people, that all black people are bad. And I mean all. This, I believe this is what they teach their kids. And their kids believe it. And the parents themselves, they believe it. Asian people are very racist toward black people here in LA. And then I'm going to give you which ethnic groups, which type of Asian people, according to their background, are like the most racist to less or lesser racist than the other ones. So this isn't just my opinion. Well, this is my opinion, but I'm basing this off of observation and experience, and also what other people have said too. Other black people, that is. So the Korean people, they're the most racist by far, off top. They're so racist, they're so rude. According to Korean people, black people do not exist. We are invisible. Or, for those Koreans who do see us, they see us as very bad, just awful, just disgusting. Which is kind of ironic because if many Koreans have their businesses set up in black communities here in LA, probably other cities across America, but I'm talking about Los Angeles. They have their businesses set up in the black communities in the ghetto, and like, if you feel this type of way about a certain people who is your like main customer base, then why are you there? Why are you in that black community then, getting our money? You know, like, if you feel this type of way and I pick up this vibe, I'm not gonna spend money. I'm gonna try my best to not spend my hard-earned money in your business. But niggas being niggas, they're gonna spend their money in your business, and you're gonna keep on getting rich off of them. I'm talking to Korean people with this one, and that's the Korean people. They're just so racist. Asian people generally have this like complex where like white is right. You know, everything's white, everything's great. Korean people, generally speaking, are so racist. They're even racist toward white people. That tells you how racist they are. They're just so into their own culture. And then right after the Koreans, it's not too far away, is the Chinese people. They're very racist too. They're up there with the Koreans, but I give them like a slight second in being most racist. But the difference is, I think the Chinese people, they're not even like as racist as they are toward black people, and even Hispanic people too. They're not really that racist toward whites. They worship white people. Koreans don't. Koreans don't worship no one but themselves. So that's the Chinese people. And the Chinese people, like they have their businesses too in the black communities, and they're getting rich off of us also, and they're very rude as well. Then you have the Japanese people. Now, I've met many nice Japanese people. Actually, Japanese people they have a reputation of being more humble, more down to earth uh, type of people. That you can't really say too much bad about Japanese people. Um, that you do have racist Japanese people also, but I don't think they're like the Koreans or Chinese. Um, many Japanese people are kind of a little more open minded. Also, I think many Japanese people, they have a history, where they was like after World War II, during World War II rather, they was interned, they was rounded up. Many Japanese people up and down the West Coast and even in Hawaii, they was rounded up by FDR through executive order to just round them up, pick them up, and take them to internment camps. This was during the early to mid 40s. So many Japanese people encountered discrimination for many years, and they remember that. So I think that before, for those Japanese people, and there's also a lot of Japanese who worship white culture. Really, a lot of Asians worship white American culture anyway. But um, in spite of all of that, for those who might end up racist or discriminatory toward black people, I think they think twice before they take on that racist thought, because they remember that in their culture, from the 40s and 50s and even the 60s and maybe even the 70s, they encountered discrimination too, even after World War II. And they was an intern, and an internment camp is like a concentration camp. The only difference is they weren't killed like the Jews were in the Nazi occupation. They just was taken and removed from their homes, and they lived in like a faraway place in a camp doing like some slave type of work. So that's the Japanese people. Then the Filipinos, it's kind of more split. Um, like some of them are racist. A lot of them are into white culture, of course. And then you got some Filipinos who are down to earth, who are cool, who are nice. Um, you know, many Filipinos get into they go get a education, they get into the medical industry, they become registered nurses, RNs, and RNs make like about $30 an hour with lots of overtime and double time. So you're looking at like nice money, good money right there. And then when they start making that kind of money, then they start getting on this like superiority complex, like they're just better than other people because now they're making money. But you do have a lot of nice Filipinos. And then those are like the four most racist Asians. The Filipinos and the Japanese are like not as racist as the Koreans and Chinese, but some of them could be. And then you have the Vietnamese, Thai, Cambodian, and Laotian people. And based off of my experience and observation and what other people have said, those group of people are the least racist Asians toward black people. Though I have not even encountered even like a racist vibe from them, if anything. So that's all I need to say on those. Those are very nice people. It's really the main people you need to watch out for are the Koreans and the Chinese. And that's pretty much the point of this video. Like, share, and subscribe. If you agree, make a comment. Even if you disagree, we could talk about it. Neck of the woods, that's all I have for now. Have a great day.